If you need some advice or looking for an idea, just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life, yeah. Check out Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life. If you need some advice or looking for an idea, just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life. Check out Lori's life, yeah, it's Lori's life.
Okay, ladies. This is my makeup look with all drugstore products. I use anything that you can get at a Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, Ulta. So it's all drugstore, nothing high end. So if you want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. All right, ladies, let's get started. We're going to use our Burnt Bees Mango Lip Balm. Just to prep the lips, especially when you use liquid lipsticks to keep it from cracking so much. Then I'm going to go into my Wet n Wild primer, and it's going to be good for allowing your foundations and all this stuff to sit on your face better and give it a smoother look. And I'm just pressing it in. Then I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Hydration Under Eye Primer. I use this to help smooth out my concealer, so it'll go on a lot smoother and keep it from creasing as bad. So that's what this is good for. You just pat it in. And my Milani, I love Milani eyeshadow primer. It's the best out there. You don't need a lot of it, and I apply this from the lid all the way to the eyebrow bone. And the reason I use this is to keep my eyeshadows from fading away, keeping them from creasing. And you know how when you start off the day and it's all bright and then it fades away? That's why I use it. Now I'm doing my brows. I didn't have a pencil, so I'm just cleaning them up. And I'm going to use the Milani brow gel. And it's just simply a gel that has a little tint of color to it, and it actually keeps your brows in place. So once you have your brows all done, you apply that like you would mascara on your lashes, and it just keeps your brows from moving around and gives it a little color. Now my favorite transition color, I use this in almost every one of my looks, and I will apply it with my Real Technique brush from my lid all the way to my brow bone as well. And I use this to help transition the foundation, the eyeshadow colors that I'm gonna put on. Now I'm using this eggplant color Avon. It's a stick eyeshadow, and that's gonna be my base. And I'm sorry, this is not drugstore, this is Avon, but it's really cheap. It's not expensive at all. And now I'm gonna go into this palette, and this palette does not have names on the colors. So this is the dark crease color, and what I'm gonna do is apply that to my outer V. And I'm blending that in. The key to your eyeshadow look, ladies, is you have to blend. Blend, 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 blend. You're going to hear me say that a lot. You blend. Then I went back into my transition color to tone that deep color down because it was a little too deep. And then I'm going to go back in with that same brush I used for the deep color and blend it all back in really well. Now I'm going to go into a color pigment, and it says pink. It's the color, but it's more of a lavender. So I'm gonna go in with those are my Coastal Scent brushes and my Wet n Wild spray. And I spray the brush because you have to spray your brushes and get them wet when you're using pigment. If not, the pigment will be everywhere. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just going in and patting. You'll see I'm patting it in. I'm not doing those windshield wiper strokes. I'm just doing a little patting motion because I want to control where it goes. And now I'm taking that other brush and blending in that crease color. And why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure there are no harsh lines from the pigment and my crease color. I'm going back into that same palette, and I'm using the brow bone color, and I'm blending that in. Make sure you blend that in as well, because you don't want to just have a highlighted color and then go into your darker colors. You want to make sure it all seamlessly blends in together. Now I'm taking an Avon eyeliner in the same color Eggplant, and I'm just, you know, outlining my eyes, and then I'm gonna go right where your eyelashes line is, and put that on there too. My CoverGirl, I love this mascara. When I tell you it's black, it is very black, and it has a nice thin wand, so it helps get every single lash. Yeah, I made a mistake, but leave it. Don't do anything with it. Leave it and then wipe it off. Now I'm doing my concealer. Well, this is not a concealer. This is my color correct. And I'm applying it to all the areas where I have hyperpigmentation, means the darker spots on your face. Anywhere you have like a blemish or a darker spot, you color correct. And then you blend for your life. You have to blend that out, because if you don't, that orange will seep through your foundation. Now we're using this foundation by Milani. It's a pretty good foundation. I think it's only like $9.99, and the color range is iffy, but you don't need a lot. You see, I only use one pump, and then I'm gonna go in and blend that foundation all around my face. And make sure, ladies, that you go around your hairline and blend very well, because you don't want that little, you know how some people, you can see where their hairline and their makeup begins. Blend well. Now I'm going to go in and highlight with my CoverGirl, it's not CoverGirl, but my LA concealer. And you apply that to all the areas where the light will naturally hit your face. Yeah, I'm having fun, ain't I? And then again, blend. Blend, blend, blend. You have to blend those colors out. And I make sure I go in up under my eye and blend well, because that's the main part. And now I'm going to set it with my finishing powder. Some people bake. I don't bake. I just place it on and set the areas where I put the highlighter at. So I don't have to do all that baking process, but I make sure I blend it in well. My contour palette. Now, I love this contour palette. And I'm going to go in the color contour. And what I'm doing is I'm sculpting out my face. You go right under your chin, your cheek, and you just blend it downward. And some people already have that natural contour line. If you do, just follow that line. And then I take it around the perimeters of my whole face. And now I'm just going to do blush with my Real Techniques blush brush. And that color is very pigmented, so be very careful. Go light-handed. And now what I'll do is just really set my face with my powder. So you want to set the entire face. Everything you've done, you're setting all that in place, so it don't be moving around and stuff. And now I'm going back into that deep color, crease color, and now I'm setting that eyeliner that I put on earlier. And it's kind of smoking it out just to give it a little bit of depth. Now I don't have no lashes at the bottom, so I'm just going to try to make something happen. So I'm going in with mascara and work on those itty bitty bitty lashes, guys. Y'all, somebody pray for me some lashes. Now I'm going back into that palette and use the highlight color. And now this is my favorite part. I love to glow. You got to glow, ladies. It is not just for the summertime. You can glow in the winter. So what you do is you apply it on the top part of your cheeks, and then I do it on my temples and my nose. And now I'm putting on my lip liner, which is Prune. I'm just outlining my lips. And I'm add this lipstick. It don't have a color name on it. That's the only thing I hate about some of these brands. They don't put names on their products. So I don't know what color. It's just a pretty deep purple. And then I'm going to set the whole look off with my setting spray.